A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. On play action, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jordan Brooks able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Second and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mayfield down. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Mayfield looks to throw, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. Watch the safety creep.
From the gun, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Let's get him. Come on. You better than this.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Mike 22 is coming.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And now look at him go. 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
For the extra point.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 3rd and 5.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs. And sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing, Mayfield. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got this down to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And his throw is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A second down throw for Mayfield. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Rodgers now to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And to give this time to the tailback. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
To throw, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Mayfield. He may try and run for this. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Washington.
They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his right. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Mayfield to throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of a yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And now Mayfield on the bootleg.
Flushed out right. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Pass on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion. Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down inside the 15 he goes. He'll It's a first down on a gain of 10. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. The quick slant caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Conley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Good. Makes this Washington 10. Patriots 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Hunter Henry brings it in. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
New England.
Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
But for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Here's Harris to return it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
They take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Back now at FedEx Field.
It's Washington with a football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Washington on 3rd down.
6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield to throw it this time. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Toss running left, Akers.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Harris to return it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Play fake. Mayfield toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
Only a yard. It's fourth down.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Mayfield on play action. Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Troy Pride. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Try the option on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
His pass caught at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ridiculous. Take him out.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on fourth and goal. Take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
At the 1-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they